I'm Shekinah.
And I'm Renee.
And welcome back to another episode of Sisters Debrief.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're going to be talking about our 20s, navigating it, how we feel, what we thought was going to happen, what is happening. We're in our mid-20s now, so I think we've got a little bit of experience under our belt.
Just a little bit, but before we get into that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you're following our social media. I don't know if you heard, but we're TikTok girlies now.
We are.
And tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell another friend to check us out.
Exactly.
Let's talk about our expectation of our 20s versus the reality.
Ooh, child. You want the honest truth.
Yes, and nothing but the truth.
Your Honor. First, I thought I was going to be the love of my life. Mm-hmm. Married. Child. Another child. Another child. House.
Right.
The house before the child first.
Yeah.
And some rich, like, there's no way to sugarcoat. I thought it was going to be rich.
Yeah.
That was my expectation. I expected to be, like, traveling a lot more than I have. Just living life. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my main expectation was just to be married at this point. Married, possibly with one child, and in a house. Like, what else would I want? But, you know, things didn't work out quite that way.
It happens to us all.
Yeah.
Because the majority of, like, well, the majority of the people we know about our age is not married.
Yeah.
Don't have youths.
Yeah.
Don't have a house. They actually live at home.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with living at home. Let me say it now before anybody try to come for me. There's nothing wrong with living at home.
Nothing wrong at all. And I feel like our reality is what's best for us right now in the economy we have. Because obviously when we made these expectations, we were like taking inspiration from our parents.
Yeah.
And they lived in a completely different time. Like, houses were so much cheaper. Child, benefits from the government were great. Groceries were cheaper. Like, they didn't have too much stress compared to what we had. Literally.
If I knew it was that easy, I'm joking.
No, if I knew that, I should have got pregnant at 16 at this point.
She's not lying.
I should have. It would have been with a house. Maybe hopefully still with my partner, but yeah. I wasn't doing that at 16, so it was not gonna happen.
It's crazy. That's what I pictured because of, like, what I'd seen growing up. So like, my mom had my brother at 16, me at 21, my little sister at 22, my brother at 30 something, my other sister at 30 something. Details. But by my age, my mom had a house. She had 3 kids, not 1, not 2, but 3. And yeah, I looked at the other day and I was just like, at my age, you had all this. Like, how did you do it? Like, sometimes I wake up and make my bed hard.
No, literally, I can't imagine actually looking after a kid at not this age. This age, I'm kind of like, okay, I think I could do it. But like a couple years before, I was like, I don't know how my mom had 2 kids at this age. Like, but she also had a house. She had a partner. Like, she had a job. Like, she worked from home. She was running her own business. I was like, you did the shit, bitch. You really did. But for us, like I said, we're in a different time period. We're working though, so we are still blessed.
Yes, working girls.
Yep.
Because the women fought for our rights.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Rachel.
Yeah. That's what I gotta say.
But no. Yeah, we are working. Yay.
That's probably like the only thing that's the same. Getting a house now is like so hard.
That's why there's 40-year-olds living at home.
And I don't blame them.
Like,
because that will be me, considering where we're going. Like,
you haven't lived at home in how long? You haven't lived at home in how long now? Come on now, let's not
lie. I have not lived at home by force, not by choice. There's no space for me at the house. Luckily, I have other options, but it wasn't by. I didn't choose this. I'm so sorry. I did not choose this. I would happily live with my mother, who still cooks, every day and stuff. But
must be nice. Yeah, nice.
We're here, and it is what it is. I'm more than grateful though to have my own place and to experience having place by myself. I think the first time I lived alone was in uni. but it was with the other people them.
Accommodation, yeah.
Accommodation, yeah. And then I got a place with some other people, like an actual house, and then I moved in with my friends, and so like for a good 3-4 years, I've been living like in my own apartment and being able to pay for it and stuff like that. So that has been a good opportunity. No, that has been a good experience for my 20s, and yeah, I think living alone is a good thing, but living at home is also great. Like, I wouldn't complain.
I haven't lived alone, but I lived out of my mum's house for a long time. Like, I lived with my ex-partner, and I lived with him for like 5 years. So from like 18, maybe more, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, just over 5 years. Yeah, I lived with him for 5 years. So yeah, I didn't move out for uni. I just commuted, and then yeah, I moved back home when I turned 24, just before I was 24, and even like that was like an adjustment period, because obviously like I had my own place, my own space, and like I had outgrown my childhood home, I guess. So when I moved back in, it was just like I had all this space before, and now I'm back in the box.
Yeah,
and
that could be hard.
That was still is at times very hard, because obviously like the first month I moved back home, I was like, this is great. I get to see my little brother and sister who's now teenagers. I get to see them all the time and like kiki ha. No,
the fun's over.
The fun long gone, long gone, and it's now just like, how can I calculate how to move out in this economy? Like, how much money can I make in this one job? Okay, do I need to get another full-time job? Okay, do I need to get 2 full-time jobs, side hustle, and never sleep?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest reality check in our 20s, is that we can't afford a house on our own.
Yeah,
and barely together. And for something that's decent, like, it's really, 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 really hard in London.
And one thing about us, we've actually got key working jobs. Like, we're key workers.
Yeah.
So you would think we would afford to
get something, but boy, the economy it's hard.
It's hard out here.
It's in the trenches. So I think that's the most thing that shocked me. Because I did expect to live by myself, at least for a little bit, until I found my partner to live with. But I've never got that experience, and now I don't really want it anyway. I don't like being alone.
Yeah. Do you know what? That was really, I had to think there. But dating in your 20s as well.
Boy.
Hey guys, if I'm being honest, I actually never thought I would be dating.
I was just about to say,
like I said, I was with my ex for like 6 years. So in my mind, I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be this person forever. I love him so much, and I loved him so much. Like, I don't feel like I've ever truly loved the person the way I loved him. But yeah, it's been scary. It's been so scary. I'm actually traumatized. This is the first time, like, when you see them, I hate men post on Instagram and TikTok. I used to be the one to be like, oh, it's not all men. It's not all men. It is. It is all men. They're just different forms. They're shapeshifters. So you just pick the one that annoys you the least. But oh my gosh, like I didn't realize how fortunate I was to have not experienced that. Like, because I always heard it was girl on the streets.
We never experienced the girl.
I feel like a homeless person on the streets of Camden, tap dancing for my money. I see.
The streets are crazy. In our 20s, like I said, it's very different from what obviously our parents grew up with. Like, back in their days, everyone used to go out. Like, you would find your person outside, basically.
Because social media wasn't really.
It wasn't too much of a thing, really. But I think that's definitely impacted how we date now, and it's brought in a very bad culture of ghosting, situationship, people not being vulnerable, people not being honest. Like, it's really hard to find a genuine connection, I feel like, in our 20s.
I just want to be booed up, cuddled. Like, I don't even want too much at this day and age. Like, it's not like I'm rushing to get married or anything like that. I just want faithful person. Yeah, You better be funny, confident, have your own bit of, and we're not asking for much.
We're not asking for anything. We're literally just asking for like bare minimum
communication,
good communication. Someone who can compromise, someone who can express themselves accurately, and someone who's just honest with their feelings. Like, if you're not feeling it, just tell me you're not feeling it. Don't just ghost me. I've had my first ghosting experience just recently. I can't lie. I started dating late anyway, but I've had my first ghosting experience, and I was like, oh.
Let me touch on wood before I say what I want to say next.
But I flipped the coin and I did it back to him. So now we're even.
You flip back. Let me hold this wood as I say this. No man has ever ghosted me.
Oh.
However, okay. I take it. No, I don't put myself out there.
Oh.
So I won't even entertain anything. Like, the person has to do a little bit of like grafting in terms of communication. Because for me, I can't tell you how much I love communication. Just tell me how your day's been. Tell me how it hasn't been.
Anything.
Just tell me what you ate. Is your belly
just
okay?
Talk to me.
Is your belly feeling okay today? Did you poo today?
That part.
Yeah, I don't put myself out there, so I'm very strategic with it. I'm not gonna try and let myself down. Like, but
I think unfortunately a lot. Just recently, like the last year or so. In regards to dating, men don't want to take initiative. They don't want to be chivalrous. They want flowers. They want to be picked up for the dinner. They want us to pay. And it's like, okay, go find yourself another nigga that's gonna do that. Because I'm just a girl. But this day and age, I agree with men really want to receive what girls are getting.
I don't agree with the title of the statement that I came out with it. But it's true, there's like a lack of initiative, a lack of like leading, like a lack of a lot of lacking. You're lacking a lot, and it's just like, okay, cool. So at this stage, we need to be the man, the woman. We also need to be the provider,
the mom.
We need to be the mom because we also need to be planner, organizer.
Like, we have to do everything, and they just show up. Nah, that's not it. It's supposed to be reversed. But even so, I'm not saying like the man has to do that all the time. It's the chase. It's the
I love being chased.
Yeah, but the men are the chasers. I'm sorry. And then once we get into that place, you're gonna get everything reciprocated. At least for me, like, I don't have a problem buying a man flowers or paying for a date. When, like,
I don't mind that.
It's not you have to do it every time.
However, you need to take initiative as well. It can't just be us leading it.
Like, if you're pursuing me, then pursue me with your chest. And make it known.
That one for real, please pursue me with your chest. Because one thing about me, if you have something to say it with your chest.
Yeah.
Don't be. Oh, I think I like you. What? I think I like you. What did you say? Do you like me or not? Because don't show me, but you like me. Actions speak louder than words.
So much louder. Like, girl, I've booked this date for us. I'm gonna pick you up at this time. I think you should wear this. Blah blah blah. It's so simple.
I just feel like it's just gonna make me feel sick if I talk the whole concept of a situationship.
Oh goddamn!
No, I actually feel physically sick.
I'm not involved in that.
Because you're playing games now with my feelings. You're playing games with my emotions, my feelings. You hurt my pride.
At this point, I don't even know what a situationship is. I don't claim that. It doesn't exist. Either we're boyfriend and girlfriend, or we're just dating, or we're nothing.
That's what I feel like. Please comment down below and correct us if I'm wrong. What is a situationship? Because for me, what I've kind of gathered with my investigation skills is that it's the in-between stage of dating and being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, then that's dating.
It's like so what's your cap on dating? Because
if me and you are going on dates, we are dating.
Okay.
Once you've asked me to be your girlfriend, you are now my partner, and we are together. We're in a relationship.
Look me in my face and hold my hand when I say this. Bitch, so you'll be happy to be dating for 2 years?
No, that's not class. No,
what is
that's
your time frame?
Oh, that's you asked that?
Yes,
my time frame is 3 months.
You guys knew that's funny.
No, I'm being serious. It's 3 months. Like 3 months is coming up soon, so I'm going to be asking questions very soon.
What's the date?
In a month. I got 1 more month, and then I'm going to be asking like what's going on, because you're not gonna we're not going on dates for 2 years. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there needs to be a cap, and it's just like, what are you doing?
No, because
like, but as for me, if you tell me what it is from the moment you know, like they don't like month in, okay, cool. You know what? Yeah, I don't know if I see her as my girlfriend yet. However, I want to date, and then you know what? Yeah, I don't see her as a girlfriend. However, I do fuck with your energy. I fuck with you. I just want this to be a situationship. I might not receive that well, however, I can't lie and say, oh, he never told me that.
right.
I don't know what it is.
You don't get to string me along. And the reason why my cap is 3 months is because men know by 3 months whether they want to be with you or not. I'm just not doing situationship. That's not for me.
It's not my portion.
If we want to be like friends with benefits, that can be a thing.
But then I feel like if you want that, that needs to be said from day dot.
Yeah.
That you can't now string me along. I was dating. I think in my mind we're dating, and your mind we're just linking, and then all of a sudden you're upset that I caught feelings.
Yeah.
Oh God, please rebuke this.
We don't want that. I don't participate in situationship culture.
Maybe
I'm not
because
one.
I'm at the in between stage now. My mind's blank because I can't justify it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what to say because I don't even know what to tell myself. Like, this is one of the shit. It's about being in your 20s.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta hype yourself up to ask your questions and shit. Like, fucking hell. Tell me what it is. Do you like me or not? Because at this age, it's fine. Just tell me. Because the longer you drag me on, it's going to be a problem. And you don't want a fucking problem with me. I swear to God. But please, what is it? What is it?
What are we?
What is it? Because I'm just a girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually just a girl. I'm new here.
Very new.
I told you, I'm tap dancing in this fucking Camden Street. Homeless on these streets. Because I don't know, I don't have a clue. There's etiquette and shit I don't know about.
Yeah.
There's lingo and things about. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm new here. Are you new here?
Are you new here?
Yeah.
The streets in our 20s are very, very dirty.
Dirty.
They're very dirty, and I just feel like nobody is serious or genuine.
Or
really
paying.
Truly.
I'm so sorry. I haven't even used that word in years. No one is appealing to my eyes.
Yeah.
Like, and there's thousands of billions of people in this world, and the people in the surrounding areas is not giving
anything. Yeah, I feel like also that we mainly date online.
Yeah,
compared to what was in the past.
Yeah, I do prefer the when you meet someone organically, because for me, I'm not really like, I find it hard to kind of gauge people's intentions as it is. So I feel like, you know, when you just see words like, I grew up on fanfic, I grew up on Wattpad. I am looking for a book romance, and I want that to happen to me. But it's just like words. Oh, they're so deceiving.
I feel like for the time period that we're in, online dating is great. I don't think it's a bad thing. Oh yeah, I met my last boyfriend online, but I don't think, obviously we're not together, but I feel like it was still organic in a way. Like, we still went on dates. It wasn't just constantly online and then you asked me to be your girlfriend online. No, it was like we spoke a little bit, and then we met in person and went from there. I feel like online gives you more range in a sense.
Yeah, because like, you could talk to someone
that you wouldn't even expect to talk to.
Yeah, you're connecting with people that you don't even live in the same city as.
Yeah.
So there's pros and there's cons. I guess it's on a case-to-case basis.
I feel like we all want that. We met at a bar, or we met outside, we met at the library, we met, you know.
You'll never find love of your life in a bar, in a car, in a club. Oh.
Okay, well, you want the story that you met your person outside, like they approached you.
Like a meet cute.
Yeah. However, like I said, it's just a new time period that we're in, and online dating shouldn't be like looked down upon.
No.
It's fine for the age that we're in. Everything's online. Everything is social right now, social media. I think it's great. I wouldn't have met the person I'm talking to now if it wasn't for online.
True. That's gone really well so far.
Yeah. Shout
out to, I know who you are. I know you're watching. Thank you, sir. Like and subscribe. Well, yeah, the person I'm talking to now, again, online, would I have met him? Perhaps. Probably not, but perhaps, because the range is closed. Very unlikely, though, because I feel like if it was to happen, it would have happened. But however, I didn't live where I live now. So yes.
But I also feel like if we met these in person, would they have moved to us like the way they had online? Probably not, because men just don't do that anymore.
Let me talk about my person. Yeah, because I was just thinking back to like when we initially started talking. Maybe I'm a divergent because I do find it hard to like understand intentions. I'm a bit what's the word I'm looking for?
Can't help you, mate.
Not naive.
Not naive.
No, it's not naive. It's what is it?
Ignorant.
No, it's thanks. No, it's there's a word for it. I'm gonna think of it after the episode, and I hate to say this, but please write it above my head. Hopefully, I'll think of it as we go along. But yeah, like I feel like I'm blind. I can't tell when if people's flirting with me. I literally can't tell. I actually can't tell. I think that's why I emphasize communication a lot, because I will verbally tell you, oh, you know what, I like you, or like you will definitely get the vibe from me. I feel like, however, I feel like with boys they're a bit more. So initially, like yeah. So for example, initially with my ex, you know, Brother Bear, we've talked about in episode 1. This is the last time I'm going to talk about him because he don't deserve the time of the day. However, Brother Bear, if I'm being honest, yeah, there was a vibe on the night we met. However, I didn't think anything of it initially until I was messaged the next day. Or yeah, until I was messaged the next day, and then I reread some of the messages, just making sure I got home, whatever. And then yeah, then he asked me out, and then even when I went on a date, like I came with no intention. I didn't really know what the vibe was until he basically kind of told me what the vibe was.
Okay.
Like I didn't know it was like a date
that type of thing.
I didn't know it was date. That's why I didn't really say much.
You're so different from me, because I'd have been like, oh my god, he did this, he want me so bad, like I'll be thinking about this for the next 5 weeks.
No, literally, he asked me on a date, I went about my life. But even with like, I'm gonna say his name, with the person I'm talking to now. Okay, we matched on like a dating site or whatever, and then like I can't remember the exact conversation on the app, but he was decent enough because I wasn't really entertaining conversations like that. I like literally talked to 2 people and then I deleted the app because I was just like, this is too much for me. But he made it off of that platform onto a different platform. We never spoke for a year. It was like little messages here and there. Like we had the same interests, so if anything popped up, then we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But even when I went to physically see him this year, like even when we planned to meet up, I didn't know what the intentions were, I guess. Because for me, I came in with like, oh, we're gonna be real good friends. Like we're gonna have something to talk about. We're gonna kiki ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Whatever. Kiki ha ha ha. I did. Kiki ha ha ha. I did. And then yeah, like even like now, I won't go into too much detail, but it's just like it's that in between stage, and like again, like I'm struggling to kind of read the cues, I guess. Like you like me, or just like look at me. And I'm just trying to gauge that because I'm chicken to ask. Oh,
you've got to ask.
I will ask. But go on, you talk about your dating.
My dating?
Yeah, because you said you was different to me.
Oh yeah, I'm like, oh, people are in love with me. They want me so bad. I went on one date that was someone that I met online. To be fair, I didn't think that person liked me because just the interaction, it wasn't giving. I don't know, it just wasn't giving. I had a okay time. We talked, normal first meeting. I'm an awkward person anyway. I'm an introvert. I said this in the last episode. When I meet someone new, yes, I can't just be.
Well, most people are.
No, not everyone. Yeah. I meet people that are just like, full on when you first meet them. No. But yeah, so it was obviously a little bit of an awkward interaction, but I just didn't feel like this is someone that liked me until he tried to kiss me at the end of the day. And I was like,
right.
I was like, what are we doing?
Hold up.
I was like, no. Like it just didn't give that. I don't know. And then the second date that I went on, it was so different. It's like I felt like this person wanted me. Yeah, he probably said stuff that would be like corny to other people, but to me, I was like, oh, this is my romantic, Wattpad story coming to life. Like, I was living my best life. I was eating all of it up, and it just felt like he generally wanted me. So yeah, dating is, like I said, I met both of these people online anyway. So to even get to a point where it was a date,
oh, that takes time.
it didn't take time.
Oh, right.
It only took time because I was like, oh, I don't want to meet yet, whatever. But I won't lie. The first person I went on a date with, he tried to say, oh, let's go to the gym for the first date.
Oh, that idiot! I remember.
I said no.
He thought he ate.
Sir.
He thought
Fuck.
he ate.
I was like, the fuck? I'm gonna be sweaty. Focusing on growing my glutes.
I don't think he liked
We're
you.
gonna be doing two different things.
He just wanted
the
outcome. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, no, you're gonna wine and dine me. We're not going to fucking gym.
Unless he's trying to show off, like, this is how much I spend.
But that doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
No, all I said was that I go gym as well. Like, that's it. It's just a side thing that I do to stay healthy.
God forbid a girl loves her health.
Right. God forbid a bitch want to have good knees by the time I'm 30.
Big back, good knees, small waist.
But yeah, it was just weird. I feel like men are weird in our day and age.
I don't know. I just find them so hard to read. I don't trust them. I find them so hard to read. I've said that twice. But to say the other one twice again, I don't trust them.
I don't trust them either. And I don't think you should. Really and truly.
No, please don't be naive. Oh, Father God.
Just, never put 100% trust in a man. I think that's the main thing I've also learned through dating. Even if you're with the person.
Oh, definitely. That's when you especially don't trust them. Oh. That sounds so toxic. But I'm joking. It depends. You'll get signs though.
You'll get signs, but also, like, I don't know. Just always have that little... I don't want to be negative, but it's like, to save yourself, you can't put your 100% trust in a man. You just can't. You can't.
Talk about imposter syndrome at work.
Yeah.
Or just in general.
So, my job, I work in a hospital, and I don't really know what imposter syndrome is, but I do feel like I've experienced it, because sometimes I'm just like, I can't believe I'm doing this as a job. Like, they're trusting me to do this job. It's very intense, and it's a very hard job. Like, you cannot make mistakes. If I make a mistake, I'm going to jail. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I cannot believe they've trusted me. How did I get here? Like, am I doing the like?
This is when you get an email from HR saying, just make sure you have your qualifications.
I have all my qualifications, but it's like, I know what I'm doing. I'm very confident with my job, and I love my job. But some days I'm like, I cannot believe they're letting me do this.
It's a big girl job. That's what it is. I think, when you just deep how, like, raw.
You're like, raw. Like,
this is what I do.
The thing that I did today, that's crazy.
I saw that. Yeah. No,
imposter syndrome. But what is it?
Imposter syndrome. I've definitely felt it before. Let me just quickly get the definition up, just make sure I'm not lying, but I know I have. I know what it is. I just can't articulate it right now. It's also known as the imposter phenomenon. It's a psychological experience that causes people to doubt their skills, accomplishments, and intellect. I never had the intellect one, but skills and accomplishments, I guess, it's like feeling of self-doubt, fear, and being exposed as fraud. So, how I say I'm just a girl, and this is my first time living my life. I work in a school, and being in charge of the mass, of your pitney.
Too much.
Hey, Father, the children of today is actually scary, and it just makes me think, because when you overhear like a little joke or a meme, and any other situation I will laugh if it came from my friend, but because it's you, I can't necessarily laugh at it, and it's just they're like, I am only like, some of you are only like 8 years older than
like
come on now, 8 years, I'm lying to myself. Woo! I can't do maths, but yeah, I've definitely felt it. It, for me, it's never lasted for too long.
Yeah,
it never lasts, but I know for some people it may last longer.
I feel like if you experience imposter syndrome, you need to remind yourself that you got to this place for a reason. Like, you've worked so hard to get here. Like, you're not doing the wrong thing. You obviously have your qualifications, you have your skills behind you have your experience. Like, it is what it is, and it's a normal feeling to have, but you need to be able to back yourself and bring yourself back to reality. Like, you know what, I studied for so long to get here. I have my pin, I have what I need to do this job, and I do it well. So yeah, this doesn't last long.
You got to remember, like, you're in this job for a reason, and other people have faith in you as well. Because if not, you would have been fired. That's literally how I see it. If I can't do my job well or effectively, I would have been pulled up by now. I would have been given my warning or had a conversation about it, whatnot. Things would have been put into place. Had I kept going and still not doing or succeeding, then you would definitely know. So you just got to believe in your source. Your source isn't like everybody else's sources. And
yeah, I feel like working in our 20s, for me, I've just chosen not to make my job my everything.
Oh yeah.
Especially while I'm in my 20s, because it's like, I'm young and turned. I'm not staying. Like, I had a conversation, or this happens like every 3-4 months. People are like, oh, you only work part-time. I'm like, yeah, because I'm not being at work more than 4 days a week at this point, if it's not by my choice. Like, I work 2 to 3 days a week, and the other days I need for myself. I'm just a girl.
And your hours are long as well, so
yeah,
your day is equivalent to 2 people's days.
Literally.
So
yeah. I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm young and turned. I literally went out last night, and that's why I'm tired today. But I cannot work as hard as you guys. I don't have kids to feed. I don't have to go as hard.
And you know what? Another thing to talk about work, yeah. I can't. I'm so sorry to them, like people. I'm not saying anything rude, but it's like a shock to me. I can't believe some people on the same wage pay as me, and they have family to feed and house to pay for, and all of this, because I'm struggling to fend for myself.
Oh yeah, in this economy, with inflation. Imagine.
Listen, TFL takes my money all the time. Like, it's actually getting scary.
TFL, you're a thief in the night, and I'm going to come for you.
TFL, like, I loved you guys back, but
when it was
free. Just after lockdown, when it was free. But then, like, it's been so extortionate the last 2 years, especially. I'm so passionate about this. TFL, for you to not have buses in Enfield, I beg you, fix the bus system in Enfield. I please beg, because you're making me late for work and people are looking at me sideways. It's not my fault. You are not timing the buses to meet up with my train time. Do you get it? I'm getting there after the train's left. And then another thing, scheduled times not coming scheduled, cancelled, delayed, cancelled again, delayed again.
Always cancel. Why are the trains cancelled so much? Like, we're paying so much, and we're not really reaping any benefits.
I'm just TFL. Not.
And you don't even have Wi-Fi on the underground. Do something about
or that. Or the bus or anything. You don't have Wi-Fi. I go to Portugal. There's Wi-Fi on the bus everywhere.
Literally any other country, there is Wi-Fi. No matter where I go, if I'm underground, overground, on this, like, there's Wi-Fi.
This is London.
Here, it's like, bro, you've just upgraded the bus first of all. Now you've got your little charger port. Cool.
What's the point of that if I don't have Wi-Fi?
Like, what is going on here? You guys are not doing the right thing. Sorry about this, rant about TFL, really but it's
passionate about TFL because obviously I have to use it, because in this day and age, I'm not built to drive, and even if I was built to drive, paying for driving lessons is crazy.
That alone, oh my god, doing your driving lessons in your 20s,
paying for the test, extortionate. Children want to pay because I'm so shocked. Paying for your theory, and then it's theory, like, cool,
tests, lessons. It doesn't end.
Upkeep in a car,
because then you have insurance,
emergencies for the car, road tax, ULEZ. What's the other ones? Tax,
car payment, insurance. It's just, is this really what I want to do? Like, I barely have money as it is. Now I'm gonna get a car. It's just gonna be crazy. Like, the budgeting has to go.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that I'm also learning, is how to manage my money and my finances. I'm not doing a great job.
I'm not doing a great job. However, I am still learning. My sister is really good at that. So sometimes I ask her for help. That obviously the situation changes. She'll give me a guide. If I follow the guide, then my life will be better. However, I'll be sacrificing a lot. Because again, we're key workers, but we're not really reaping the benefits of being a key worker. It's just fulfillment, because that's something we enjoy. But in terms of, like, financially supporting, like, the school systems, the NHS, like,
it's not giving. It's not giving.
And especially the school ones. So sorry to NHS workers. You can stay for a second. I'm talking to the people working in school, especially TAs and behavioural mentors. Yeah, the people get bitten, slapped, chairs thrown out, and all this etc. stuff.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because I didn't really know how much that happened until I came to the school I work at now. or like hear other colleagues talk about their experiences. I don't think you've heard as much.
I've not heard until you. I was like, God damn, is that what you deal with? I thought I was bad getting shouted at by the partners, but
I wish they would just shout. I really wish. It's physical over there, but just being in your 20s, it will toughen you up.
Yeah, I think also though we just need to remember that we're only adults from 21, so we've only been adults for like 3-4 years right now, so we're still figuring out shit, figuring out our person as well. Like we're still developing different personalities or different parts of ourselves. Our bodies are still changing.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Our frontal lobes are developing. Right. Mine too, technically, because it's only a month or whatever.
It's not developed, then you still got a month of growing.
Cool. I'm looking forward to it. And I think though the changes, like I'm embracing them because I don't know, I like change. I don't like things to stay the same. So, and especially if I'm changing for the better, like my frontal lobe developing is a great thing. Like I'm processing things differently. I'm reacting differently, kind of. I'm trying to approach, new situations differently and, in a more mature way. So the main thing to do in your 20s is give yourself grace. Let yourself experience everything that you want to experience. Yeah. And just take things as they come. Obviously, plan for your future. Try and do things that will benefit you in the long run. But also, don't take away from what's going on now. Like, you let yourself go out. Let yourself go to this concert. Let yourself go on holiday. Like, you're young and turned. And also, 30 is not old.
It's not. It's just a different era.
But you still want to enjoy your 20s for what it is.
Literally, because people gas up the 20s, and when people think back on their life, like, I really enjoyed my 20s. That's where like you peak. I think that will happen to me in my 30s.
Is it? Yeah, I think the 30s is actually the time to peak.
Yeah, I feel like 20s is like the ghetto. I feel like it's like the extension of being a teen.
Yeah, you're still learning.
There's just more repercussions.
To be an adult. Yeah,
it's literally just more repercussions.
Like, you have to be more careful, but. Your 20s is just finding how to be an adult. Your 30s, you've got experience now. Now you're putting more things into practice so you can truly enjoy life for what it is. That's what I feel like. And you will be in your prime, physically, mentally, in all aspects of the life. But yeah, that brings us to the end of the episode, guys. I hope we were relatable, or, if you have any comments or anything about what we said in regards to dating, working, imposter syndrome, give us your experiences down below. We would love to talk to you guys in the comments and stuff.
Experiences, any tips you may have, like how to elevate as well. Hopefully we haven't yapped for as long as before.
Yeah, hopefully this is like concise.
Hopefully you can see we're trying to make it shorter and shorter.
But yeah, we'll see you in our next episode.
Bye.
I guess you